Hey everyone, so this is section 11.2, 2A, ANOVA, question number 11. Alright, so we start with a regular question about the interaction. So the H0 should be there is no interaction between the two factors, and H1 would be there is an interaction between the two factors. Alright, check it, we're good. I already downloaded the data, and basically the question here, there are two pressures, all right, pressure 2 and pressure 3, breaking points, and we have two heights of the stoppers, all right, stopper heights, all right, and that's going to be 20 and 25. The table is already set up to be used on Excel, so it doesn't need any modification. All right, the only thing you need to do, just go to data, run your test, data analysis. All right, so ANOVA two factors with replication. Okay, select the table, and this is gonna be your table. The level of significance is going to be 0.05. Oh, that's the number of replication. So replication is going to be 4. All right, 4 here, and the alpha is going to be 0.05. The output, it should be somewhere here. Okay, all set. You get your table. You can expand it for a better view, and you're all set. So interaction in the last row over here. Let me highlight it. Okay, and I'm gonna get the F value, copy it, paste it, and round to 2 decimals. So the F stat is very small. Definitely gonna be not rejecting the null hypothesis. Okay, regardless, we need the p-value, and we want to round it to 3 decimal places. Very good. All right, so the conclusion here, again, let me go over the chart. So what we found the alpha, which is 0.05. So this is 0.05, and the p-value is 0.840. So obviously 840 is greater, so do not reject. All right, so this statement is not valid, so do not reject. You reject only if the p-value is smaller than the alpha. All right, okay, I hope this is clear. So you are not rejecting, so do not reject here, that's A. Do not reject is C. Here is saying sufficient evidence, and here for A is saying insufficient evidence, and for C is saying sufficient evidence. Obviously, if we did not reject, there is not enough evidence or insufficient evidence, and that's going to be A. Okay, we're done with that. So now we are moving on to breakoff pressure. All right, so we need Excel here. So the breakoff pressure, if I go to my table, the breakoff pressure is right here, and that is 2, that's the line, and 3, that's the second line. So that's going to be the sample. All right, so for this one, we're going to follow the first row. We're going to select the F value, and we don't need it yet. We're going to select it later. Okay, so we go for the null hypothesis. So the null hypothesis is always no effect versus H1, again, be there is an effect. All right, so that will be D, the best choice. Okay, the F value already copy it, and you want to round it to 2 decimal places. Check it, we're good. The p-value is next to it. Copy and paste, round to 3 decimal places. Okay, great. We get a similar scenario. So instead of 0.84, we get the p-value is 0.174, and still again greater than the alpha. So we are not rejecting. Do not reject. All right, do not reject. So it could be either C or D. C is saying insufficient evidence and D is saying sufficient evidence. Always for do not reject insufficient. Insufficient, so it would be C. Okay, we move on to the stopper height. And the stopper height, you can see it on the table. They are this column versus another column, this one. So we are in columns, right? So this is the height. And we're gonna go with the second column and we're gonna need the F over there. Okay, let's go to the null hypothesis. Again, H0 should be no effect. H1 should be there is an effect. And the best choice is gonna be B. We go to the F stat. I copied it already. So 4.255. And that's gonna be 0.26. The p-value should be this. Okay, the conclusion right now. Let's go back to the chart. All right, so for this case, we got the alpha 0.05. The p-value right now is 0.061. 0.061. And you can see still the p-value greater. So do not reject. Okay, we are not rejecting again. Insufficient evidence, do not reject. And this should be the statement. Do not reject insufficient. So in conclusion, we did not have any interaction. We did not have any effect from factor A. We did not have any effect from factor B, which is factor A was the pressure and factor B was the height of the stopper. Okay, all set. Now we're gonna try to graph the chart. So it's really important to see here what you have on the bottom, right? So sometimes they switch the X and the Y's. So you want to know what are you graphing, all right? So obviously if I have 2 and 3 on the X-axis, that will be my stopper, all right? And what I'm graphing the pressures, right? So you're gonna insert a graph, empty graph here, and you're gonna start selecting your data. So what you wanna have the 2 and the 3, these two, they should be on your X-axis, all right? So what you're gonna be graphing, you're gonna be graphing the 20 values. So I'm gonna select, right click, select data, add the series, and the first series is gonna be the 20, and then you're gonna select the averages on the 20. So hold the control key, select the first one, first average, and second average. Do not select the next average as it is representing the total, all right? Okay, that's the first one. Add another series. Right now we're gonna select the series of the 25, and we can select the data under the 25. We see the average here. Hold the control key and select the other average and enter. Okay, that's okay. Edit the horizontal axis, and on the horizontal axis you're gonna say 2 here. So hold the control key again, select the 2 and then the 3 and enter. And okay. So this is our chart. Both of them are increasing. We have the 2, we have the 3. All right, so if you hover above it, this is the 20 and this is the 25. All right, so now we have two similar charts that they could be the options B or C. how would you figure out the difference? Just read the instruction here. The solid line represents the data of the stopper of height of 20. So 20 is above, and that should be in solid. So definitely would be the B. That solid line. Okay, we got it. All right, so now we're gonna do the conclusion. At 5% level of significance, the breakoff pressure has effect or no effect. We say we did not have any effect of any factor, so not a significant, no significant. And then, and the stopper height as well, no significant, no effect, no significant. So for this part here, we are looking for the difference between the percentage break off for the stopper height of 20 and 25 when the break off pressure is 3. All right, and we are comparing it with the difference when the break off pressure is 2. So we are talking about the distance between these two, right? So let me highlight it. So we are looking for the difference here and the difference here. So the difference between the values whenever it is 2 and the difference between the values are 3. And we can notice here on the chart, they are almost the same. All right, so there is no difference. So we can select no significant difference for this one. Okay, we got it.